Hi guys, welcome to Canvas Magazine. I'm Megan.
I'm Dorianne.
I'm Steph.
I'm Rebecca.
And today we're going to be talking about the makeup world and their colour spectrums, and to see if there's enough diversity in the makeup world, especially with kind of like the high street brands. So girls, what kind of foundations do you guys use, and what do you think is kind of lacking in the makeup world in regards to kind of equality and diversity?
I just feel like foundation is a real struggle, like for like women of colour especially, and for pale women as well, because we've always got that one shade that's supposed to represent just different types of coloured skin. So I remember being like a teen and just grabbing the first foundation that I saw that was brown and was like, oh yeah, that'll do, because that's all they have really.
Yeah, currently I'm wearing Lancome's Taunt Idol in 14 Brownie. I think I'm a 13, I think I bought it by mistake. But I've always had the issue where you go into a store and then you look around like the major brands like L'Oreal or Rimmel and Maybelline, and you find they have like one basic shade that fits all. Not Rimmel, because they actually don't think that we actually exist.
Yeah.
So I remember going and getting. When I was really late getting into makeup, so I was about 16. My first ever makeup I think was L'Oreal's. It's like the natural one, the face one, and it was in golden honey or something. And I thought this is the makeup for me. It took me about 3 years to realise that it was so bad. It was so awkward. Like you could see like the line that cut off, and I was just so upset as well. And then since then, just trying to find the right shade was just impossible for me. And when they started bringing Sleek in, that was great. I mean, it first started off as a makeup brand for darker skinned women, and I was so happy. But the foundation was a fail, because I actually got an allergic reaction, so I had to stop using the foundation. I can still use the product, fine. It's just the foundation I can't have.
Yeah, I just feel like the foundation doesn't actually fit. Like it fits maybe the complexion, but not different types of skin.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got really oily skin, and I just didn't really enjoy it.
No.
But yeah.
It's gone to the point where now I have to go to like designer brands to find my perfect shade and spend about 75% of my pay onto foundation, like once every like 3 to 4 months.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I use Estee Lauder Double Wear, and like I'm spending about £30 every 2 months on this foundation, but I have to go to like a makeup artist every single time because I'm so pale, and like it's the only shade of foundation I think in my entire life that's actually like suiting my skin tone. Like I was using number 7 beforehand from Boots, and the lightest shade was far too dark for my skin tone. Like it was leaving like orange marks around my jaw, and it was just like, it was disgusting, so I gave it a mum.
That's what I do. If the product is just not for me, I always give it to my mum. But it's like, it's just frustrating because, I mean, especially I think with so much pressure on like social media and, you know, on Instagram where you've got all this like flawless skin, I think it's a real struggle to try and get the ultimate beautiful kind of skin. And I think brands do definitely need to be a lot more open, and especially with not just like your colour range, but like you said, Dorianne, with the formulas and catering to oily skin, dry skin, sensitive skin, and things like that. I mean, I've seen that the Body Shop have brought out these new lightning drops. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but they're like they're like white drops. It's like almost like a white foundation, and then a really dark, like it almost looks like really dark honey, like in like the darkening drops. And I just think, and I've now had to go out and buy the lightning drops to lighten the shades in my foundation because it just looks too orange on me. And I feel like if other brands are bringing out lightening and darkening drops for foundations, then they can obviously see, if their own makeup companies are seeing that that industry isn't catering to everyone, then there's definitely an issue.
Yeah, they definitely need to change something. Yeah.
I think it's just like the thing that they're so comfortable with the fact that it's selling well because the shade's working. I think they're so comfortable, and they're scared of like trying to branch out into different shades. I think I got to a point where I was so actually frustrated about not finding any makeup. There's like a side brand in Superdrug that actually had a shade that I could have as a dupe for Lancome. I'm thinking I could spend half the price. I was like, amazing, great. Couldn't find the shade anywhere besides the tester. So I had to ask the lady in the store, going, excuse me, would you have any other shades? Said, oh no, we stopped selling those shades.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, it just wasn't selling well. So why have you stopped selling it? He said, oh, it just wasn't selling well because no one was getting the shades. But I need that shade. Said, and she actually, I don't know what she was on, but she just like, maybe you'd like to try out Rimmel. I was like just looking at the brand. I was like going,
Can you not see
I
that?
was like,
All white shade.
I was like, nah, it's okay, I'm just gonna go to Boots, innit? I was just like I was so angry. I was just so angry how she just had no care about like how I felt. Like she just generally just
ignorant to it.
It just screwed me off. I was just like, what is your problem? It got to a point that I was just really frustrated that I had to call my mum because I was this close to like tweeting them. And it's the power of social media now with like different bloggers from Jenny Jenkins to Patricia Wright. It's all asking.
Patricia.
It's all asking what is going on.
Yeah.
It got to a point where I tweeted them like a full-on rant, going, I am sick and tired of your workers saying that these shades are not there because you've stopped selling them because they're not performing well. I am sick to death about it. And it's not just here. It's like the same with my sister, back home, everywhere in the UK. Like, even went into London and they've stopped selling some shades. And that's the most population with more multicultural diversity is there. It's like, what is going on? It's not fair. I find it not fair. And I'm really getting sick and tired of it.
It's true, like you wouldn't see that in any other industry or any other business. You know, the fashion industry I think has grown considerably and has got a lot better in relation to diversity. But you wouldn't have a white section and a black section for clothes. So how does like the beauty industry get away with doing that and just catering for, if you're not this skin tone, sorry, you can't have our product because they physically don't make it and they don't cater to those people. So how did that make you guys feel, like when you wanted to get like your first foundation and you couldn't find your colour? Like how did that make you feel inside?
I think, well, I found my actual, like what I would consider like now my comfortable colour, like probably like last year, and I'm 21, so it's taken me like quite a while. But a great product that I found is like Sephora, who now delivered to the UK, so and they have a Second Skin Effect foundation, and they've got quite a few shades, and it's not too expensive. So even though like Sephora is seen as like more, you know, a bit between high street and high end, their own brand is really good, and it cost me like €14, so around £10 for a bottle of foundation, which lasts ages. Like I've had mine for a year, the bottle was like literally just finishing now. So but it did take a while, and it took some trial and error because I went to MAC and it just didn't work. And then I was just like, I don't have the money to be buying all these big brands right now, so I'm going to have to find an alternative that's in my price range. But unfortunately, that alternative is a bit limited.
Did you feel like excluded from the beauty industry in any way? Like Becky, you were saying about how like the struggle with like your real pale complexion. Like
I feel like I can't fit in like the beauty standards, like because I'm not tanned enough. Like, but I don't want to like succumb to that. Like, but I feel like you have to these days because there's no other, like there's nothing out there for you really. Like unless you like, I can't just go to like Rimmel or wherever and just pick up the foundation and go, yeah, it's gonna be fine. Like especially with my combination skin as well. Like I suffer from dry and oily skin and it's disgusting. and like I still can't find like a high street foundation that suits me properly and mattifies my skin like well enough. Like unlike Estee Lauder. So yeah, I have a right mind.
So what do you guys think? Tell us, get involved, tweet us at Canvas Mag UK. We hope you've enjoyed this video and we'll see you soon. Bye!
Bye.